Welcome to the Transitions Daily podcast. Transitions Daily is an online recovery group that offers a daily distribution of popular recovery resources accompanied by a secret Facebook group for discussion. We hope you enjoy today's readings.
This is Transitions Daily for August 2nd, read by Kate P. from Edinburgh, Scotland. AA Thoughts for the Day. Responsibility. Our spiritual way of life is safe for future generations if, as a society, we resist the temptation to receive money from the outside world. But this leaves us with a responsibility, one that every member ought to understand. We cannot skimp when the treasurer of our group passes the hat. Our groups, our areas, and AA as a whole will not function unless our services are sufficient and their bills are paid. When we meet and defeat the temptation to take large gifts, we are only being prudent. But when we are generous with the hat, we give a token that we are grateful for our blessings and evidence that we are eager to share what we have found with all those who still suffer. Bill W., November 1957. The Language of the Heart, page 221. Thought to consider. The manner of giving is worth more than the gift. Acronyms. How. Honest, open-minded, and willing. Just for today. Name. From the 3 Legacies of Alcoholics Anonymous. The Akron and New York groups had been voting for months on possible titles for the big book. This had become an after-the-meeting form of amusement and interest. The title Alcoholics Anonymous had appeared very early in the discussion, probably in October 1938. We do not know who first used these words. After we New Yorkers had left the Oxford groups in 1937, we often described ourselves as a nameless bunch of alcoholics. From this phrase, it was only a step to the idea of Alcoholics Anonymous. This was its actual derivation. Alcoholics Anonymous comes of age, page 165. Daily reflections. We become willing. At the moment, we are trying to put our lives in order, but this is not an end in itself. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 77. How easily I can become misdirected in approaching the 8th step. I wish to be free, somehow transformed by my 6th and 7th step work. Now, more than ever, I am vulnerable to my own self-interest and hidden agenda. I am careful to remember that self-satisfaction, which sometimes comes through the spoken forgiveness of those I have harmed, is not my true objective. I become willing to make amends, knowing that through this process I am mended and made fit to move forward, to know and desire God's will for me. As Bill sees it, only try. In my teens, I had to be an athlete because I was not an athlete. I had to be a musician because I could not carry a tune. I had to be the president of my class in boarding school. I had to be first in everything because in my perverse heart, I felt myself the least of God's creatures. I could not accept my deep sense of inferiority, and so I strove to become captain of the baseball team. And I did learn to play the fiddle. Lead I must, or else. This was the all or nothing kind of demand that later did me in. I'm glad you are going to try that new job, but make sure that you are only going to try. If you approach the project in the attitude that I must succeed, I must not fail, I cannot fail, then you practically guarantee the flop, which in turn will guarantee a drinking relapse. But if you look at the venture as a constructive experiment only, then all should go well. 1. AA Comes of Age, page 53. 2. Letter, 1958. Big Book quote. Once more, the alcoholic at certain times has no effective mental defense against the first drink. Except in a few rare cases, neither he nor any other human being can provide such a defense. His defense must come from a higher power. More about alcoholism, page 43. 24 hours a day. AA thought for the day. Alcoholics Anonymous has no quarrel with medicine, psychiatry, or religion. We have great respect for the methods of each, and we are glad for any success they may have had with alcoholics. We are desirous always of cooperating with them in every way. The more doctors, the more psychiatrists, the more clergy and rabbis we can get to work with us, the better we like it. We have many who take a real interest in our program, and we would like many more. Am I ready to cooperate with those who take a sincere interest in AA? Meditation for the day. God is always ready to pour his blessings into our hearts in generous measure. But like the seed sowing, the ground must be prepared before the seed is dropped in. It is our task to prepare the soil. It is God's to drop the seed. This preparation of the soil means many days of right living, choosing the right and avoiding the wrong. As you go along, each day you are better prepared for God's planting until you reach the time of harvest. Then you share the harvest with God, the harvest of a more useful and more abundant life. Prayer for the day. I pray that my way of living may be properly prepared day by day. I pray that I may strive to make myself ready for the harvest which God has planted in my heart. Hazelden Foundation, P.O. Box 176, Center City, Minnesota 55012. This is Kate, alcoholic.
We hope you enjoyed today's readings. You can also receive Transitions Daily via email and discuss today's readings in our secret Facebook group. So for more information, go to dailyaaemails.com today.
Other than the 24 hours a day reading, unless otherwise specified, all quotes copyright Alcoholics Anonymous World Services, Inc., 1952 through 2001.